What's going on, Angelo family? In today's video, we're going to go over the Model 3 Performance, aka the Model 3 Ludicrous. We have a lot of new news to update you guys on, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so Tesla's best kept secret right now is the Model 3 Ludicrous. We just had the release of the Model 3 Highland, and we're starting to see leaks of the Model 3 Ludicrous, which is a previous rendition, or the new rendition of the Model 3 Performance. Being a Model 3 Performance owner, it was my first car that had the acceleration of about 3 seconds 0 to 60, and honestly, it quickly became my favorite car just because of how easy the Model 3 was to drive, how fast the Model 3 was, and just the beauty of it, especially the Uber turbine wheels. As you can see here, it looks like the Model 3 Ludicrous will still have the red brake calipers associated with the wheels. That's how you can tell whether or not it's a long range rear-wheel drive or a performance variant, aka the Ludicrous variant right now. I personally like the touch on the red brake calipers. You could tell that the brake calipers on the 3 Performance were always a bit bigger than the long range and the rear-wheel drive, especially when people would have a long range and then they would paint the brake calipers and they look a lot smaller than the Performance, just because you needed bigger brakes to drive to go really quickly. As you can see here, this looks like it's a Model 3 Highland variant with the Performance variant because you have the back hidden. I'm assuming they're hiding the badge of the Model 3, but it has the Uber turbine wheels, right? They had these Uber turbine wheels from the previous renditions of the Model 3 Performance, and I'm pretty sure they're going to change the rims and the wheels to something different. They won't be Uber turbine anymore. Here's one of the best leaks I've seen so far. It is the Model 3 with the Ludicrous badge. As you can see, it's the color blue, which is interesting. I don't know if that's going to be the final color, but if you remember the plaid badge on the Model S, it looks similar to this, where it had kind of the space look and it was the color red. Not sure if Tesla's going with the color blue for the Model 3 Ludicrous. I'm assuming it may be different, not sure, but this is how you know it's kind of a performance variant. Also, if you look at the seats, this is the biggest update I've seen so far. It has the basically Ludicrous badge etched in the seat, right? I had the Model 3 Performance, and it was just basically the same seat on the Model 3 Long Range, the Model 3 Rear Wheel Drive. You couldn't really tell. The only difference was a dual motor badge with a red underline, and then the Uber turbine wheels and red brake calipers, right? And only like hardcore Tesla fans could really see the difference, right? For me, a huge Tesla fan, so I knew that, oh, this was a performance variant, this was a long range variant, and it looks like the seats are different now. It's cool they're changing the interior. Another thing too, it looks like they have lights on the bottom of the door. So usually most Tesla owners, they'll just change the lights on the bottom of the door, and like this one, you open the door, it says Tesla as you open it, which is pretty cool. The cool thing is, like, you don't need to have a performance to do this. You can go on Amazon, basically buy one for $5, change the wheels or change the lights on the bottom door, and it just says Tesla or a giant Tesla logo. That's what I did for my Model 3 Performance because I had a red one and wanted a big red Tesla logo opening it up whenever I opened the door. So that was pretty cool, to be honest. Another update too is this badge over here, like I mentioned before. So as you can see in this one, it's red. I think the red looks good with the red plaid. Maybe the badge different colors for each car color. So if you have blue and you have a blue badge, I'm not too sure. But the one thing you'll notice too about this Model 3 Highland is that you get a spoiler. So you have a carbon fiber spoiler in the back. This comes usually for the performance variants. I've seen it on like long range rear wheel drive cars, but you can basically buy one from Amazon for $50, but it does add the aesthetic to the car. Also, as you can see here, it looks like if you kind of look into it, the seats look a little bit different with that driver in there. It does look like they will have that badge in the back for the performance or Ludicrous badge for the seats, which I do enjoy. I think it looks really nice. And that way you can tell whether or not it's a performance Ludicrous variant of the Model 3. You've been seeing this is like the only sighting, honestly, so far of the Model 3 Performance, and it's not here in the US. Also here, look here, this is what I find so fascinating. These might be the new wheels. I don't know if this is a hubcap or not, but they look similar to the Aero Cap wheels on the Model 3 Performance, but they have more of a like spacing in between, right? Previously we had an Uber turbine, which is similar looking to a fan or turbine. This looks like a fan again. However, it does show the red brake calipers. Tesla does this thing where they want to show the red brake calipers for all their wheels to know it's a performance variant. Here's the outside look too so far. I personally don't like the look of this wheel. I think it looks kind of like, it looks too similar to the normal wheels you get for your Model 3 long range or Model 3 rear wheel drive, right? I wanted to look a little bit different. I really like the first Model 3 performance wheels where they painted it dark gray. I thought that looked really cool, but who knows? Maybe there's more efficiency associated with this wheel, this rim. So that's probably why they're going with this look. And as you can see here, we have a bunch of Model 3s. Not sure if they are performance Model 3s or if they are just basically Model 3 Highlands, Model 3 long ranges that are just out here, out and about, just relaxing here. But I think Tesla may be releasing the Model 3 Performance soon. I've been a couple of Tesla dealerships and they tell me, hey, it's coming out soon, we just don't know when, but when it is here, definitely feel free to test drive it. So I'm pretty excited for that. Definitely for me, Model 3 long range was probably my favorite car, maybe even more favorite than the S, just because of how nimble and easy it was to drive. So I'm very excited for this. Here's more Model 3s out in the open. Not sure if it's just basically a bunch of Model 3 performances or just Model 3 long ranges rear wheel drives for Model 3 Highland, and they're just kind of hiding it for everyone for that. So they are starting to produce it, right? You gotta realize the long range came out, the rear wheel drive came out, they're starting to deliver that. So the next rendition is going to be the performance variant of the car, and the Cybertruck is out as well too. So a lot of product launches for Tesla, which is great. Here is a look of the Model 3 performance variant. As you can tell, the reason you can tell is because if you look at the wheel or the rims, they are that performance variant wheel that we saw in the previous images. So this most likely is a Model 3 performance, and as you can see, it's inside a Tesla store. So if it's inside a Tesla store, maybe they're getting ready to launch, right? They're charging it. Maybe they're getting ready to show it to the public. And as this car begins to get more rolled out, you'll definitely see more leaks and people actually getting inside it, test driving, all that good stuff. So that's pretty interesting. Here's another look from behind. It looks like they had like a reveal event, right? You can tell by all the chairs kind of aligned that certain way. So they might have an event where they had certain shareholders or Tesla owners were able to come to see the new car itself, which is pretty cool that they're actually having a reveal event for this car. I enjoy it, right? I currently have a Model S long range 2022, and probably one of the best cars just because of how long the range is, and I think it looks the most aesthetically pleasing. But the Model 3 is the easiest car to drive. Here's a full look of the Model 3 performance. I really love how it looks. If I didn't have the Model S long range, I definitely would get this car. But yeah, Angelo family, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're growing so fast. I have all my social media down below, so please check that out. Also have links to a Tesla, so if you want to buy a Tesla, you get free supercharging, a trial of full self-driving, as well as referral credit. So take a look at those links below. Follow me on social media, and take a look at all the products I have below. Appreciate you, Angelo fam. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys later, Angelo family.